Well, I'm back again. Same day, 30 seconds later. Back to the Subaru. It needs inner CV boots on both front axles. They're torn, destroyed. So rather than replace the whole axle, they're not grinding or anything. I didn't hear anything. So I'm going to try to do boot on them. We'll put a boot on them, and then if it causes problems or something, then I'll replace the whole axle. But my car, so, you know, $15 or $20 worth of parts versus 100, 130, something like that for remanufactured axles or aftermarket axles. So we're going to do boots in this, front CV boots. Everything's rusted as usual. I've got a little indent, but I think it's out far enough right on the end of this that it's not going to affect the threads. So I pushed it out a little bit. There's a special tool for it, which I don't have. Yeah, but let's see if it'll come off. 32. Yeah, I'd say it came off. Came right off of there. Yeah, we're in good shape. Let me draw this back in a little bit. I wonder if it's going to move. I don't know. I don't want to mess the end of this up, so I'm just going to... Doesn't want to move. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get an air hammer. I'm going to put an air hammer in there and see if I can get that. Let me spray that down too. And before you ask, yes, I do have eye protection on for this. It's doing absolutely nothing. Okay, let me get the rest of this stuff off of here first. I have to get it off of there anyway. So, 14 millimeter, I'm guessing. It's a guess, but somewhat educated guess. I'm just trying to push that piston in a little bit. Get a little bit in here. I need a bigger screwdriver. Need a little bit sturdier pry driver here. Just pulling the piston, forcing the piston back in a little bit so it'll loosen up on the pads so I can get it off of there. It's all rusted out there. Let me get a hanger for this. That's enough. These brackets, 17 millimeter. We'll just try it this way first. See if I can get it to move. Oh yeah, not too bad. The bottom one I should be able to get to. I think. We'll go to the bottom one. Oh, that's rusty. But it did come out. Okay, bottom one came out. Top one, yeah, it's not cooperating. We'll just go with that. It's not really cooperating with me. I think it's out. Yeah. Alright, we'll just set that bracket aside and we'll be cleaning that up. Boy, that's got some rust on it. Boy, that needs to be cleaned. We'll clean that up before we put it back on. What are the chances of the run? Oh, look at that. I'm surprised that's coming off. I thought for sure that'd be hung up. We'll set that aside. Nice. First, we're gonna try by hand here, and we're just gonna whale this thing and see if we can get it to move. Got rust shaking off of it. No movement though. I've got another sacrificial nut on there. Oh boy. I think I'm going to have to pull this whole hub, this whole spindle off. Get the axle and get it pressed out. I'm going to take these two bolts out here. Tie rod end, which I believe is 19, I think. 19. I'm gonna get that loose. Break that loose because that's got to come out, and then ball joint too. That is going to be, I can tell you right now, that's not going to be fun. These are not fun. Tie rod end, let go. Give my nut back, give me that back. Really? Okay. Well, let's see if we can just knock this loose. I don't know. There it goes. Hit what it goes through. Tie rod's loose. That's good. I do want to scribe them so I can put them back where they came off. Dental time. Oh yeah, rust on that thing. I'm just scribing the edge of the strut so I can get it right back where it came off. I got a 19 wrench here somewhere. I do. Let's break this loose. Nice house. Nice. Probably need struts. I don't have that issue. This thing's right in my way. There we go. Okay. Whew. Hot. I'm going to disconnect my ABS sensor line too, which is over here, back here, hiding from you. I know you can't see it. I'm just trying to get at this nut, this bolt for this sensor. What? I don't think so. Where is it? Can I get on it with this? I don't know. Oh yeah, I can. I can. So just break it loose without breaking it. Oh boy. Come on. Oh, there it goes. Ah, there it goes. Broke off. That's great. Super. Now I gotta get that sensor out of there with a broken off bolt. Well, there it is. I got it without breaking it. I have to get the bolt out of the hub, but out of the spindle, but did come out. I know you can't see it, so I just caught a pin on the ball joint. See if I can get that loose. I know it's kind of hiding from you. So what I'm trying to do is this pinch bolt for these ball joints is notoriously bad. It does not want to move. It's starting to round off, so I'm going to leave it. I'm trying to break the ball joint loose from the lower control arm right now. That's my plan. And then I'll pull everything. I'll pull the axle, the spindle, the hub, and leave that pinch bolt in there and try to work on and off the car and see if I can get it loose without breaking it and having to drill it out like they normally go and all that fun stuff. But right now I'm just trying to break the ball joint loose. I'm going to need a ball joint. The boot's already bad, so it doesn't really matter that I'm going to destroy the boot because it's already bad. Doesn't really matter. I wish I could get that off of there without, every time I hit this, it's going to spin on me. I think that's loose. I thought it was. Could be wrong. But that was, yeah, it's loose. There we go. I just got to push it down. I've got my sway bar link undone, so I have more play. Just push it to the side. There we go. It's out. It's out of the control arm at least. So now I'm going to unhook it from the strut, which I have pinned to right now with a punch. Looking at the inner part of the axle right next to the transmission, there's a roll pin. You got to drive that roll pin out. Car's in neutral. You drive that roll pin out, and then I could slide this off the differential spline shaft. Take the axle out along with the knuckle and the hub and everything, since I can't get the other end of it out. So, and of course, I put you in here, and I didn't turn the camera on. So I drove that roll pin out. You can see where the hole is, and then just slid the axle off of that spline shaft. Should be able to slide this out of here now. Just kind of break it loose from the knuckle, and slide it right out of here. Let go. Just does not want to let go. I don't want to drop it. Come on. There it is. And I dropped it. Dropped it anyway. Not completely, but. So there you go. There's that. There's what the inner. That's what I'm trying to get to. You see that boot in there? Completely destroyed. But you look at the, I don't know if you can see it or not, but the boot on the ball joint is completely destroyed. I've got to get that bolt out of there.